run that intro back. We gonna run that intro back. We gotta run that intro back. Let's run it back one more time. Let's go.
What's up, man? The Golden Boy, you dead? Santo, you dead? Peacemaker cooling in my drawers. Yeah. Polo Ralph Lauren, that's all that she saw. Looking in the mirror, I can't see a flaw. They X-ray in my body, sir, we see a dog. Boy, they gon' turn for that bag or that paper. My niggas is shooters, them boys is the blazers. Vanilla too plain.
Hey, hey, I can't even lie. Out of all my songs I did this year, Peacemaker was definitely one of my favorite songs. That's my favorite song, one of my favorite songs of the year. So shout out to my song Peacemaker that's available on all streaming platforms. You dig? What's Gucci, y'all? It is Pat Brady. I am live and direct. When I say live and direct, we are here tonight for the live review of Peacemaker episode 1 through 3. You dig what I'm saying? And if you haven't already, man, subscribe to Marvelous Bluntz, ASAP Rocky. Follow me on all socials, Marvelous Bluntz, Pat Brady. You dig what I'm saying? Like, let's get it for real. Follow me ASAP. You feel me? So we can get right into this Peacemaker. You dig? And I appreciate all the love I've been getting to Marvelous Bluntz, man. We on the road to 400 subscribers, man. We had 333, man. So let's turn it up. You dig what I'm saying? But we are here to talk about Peacemaker, man. Peacemaker, for me personally, was one of my favorite shows that came out over the 2020s. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Peacemaker has been an amazing show. I gotta give James Gunn his credit, bro. Like, I gotta give it to him where it is. Like, he knows how to turn characters that are virtually nobody. You hear me? Like, they nobody in our minds, maybe in the comic universe, but in our world, we don't know who Peacemaker is. He gets introduced during, I think it was Suicide Squad. He was the best character on Suicide Squad. James Gunn said, hey, man, I'm going to go ahead and take it to the next level, make a show about him. And this show has been amazing. You dig what I'm saying? Like, no shadow of doubts of it. So we're going to get right into this review, man, of the episodes 1 to 3. I was going to do like a each by each episode, but I wanted to enjoy the episodes and really like watch it. Oh, my bad, y'all. I wanted to really enjoy the episodes and like actually watch them and stuff like that. So, you know, I take notes, but then I want some time to digest. You feel what I'm saying? So I really have been. Oh, I'm watching myself. I really have been enjoying this show because the first season I really enjoyed. I didn't even do a review on the first season. You feel what I'm saying? I really just enjoyed it. So I'm really trying to actually enjoy this and take notes. You feel me? But we're going to get right into Peacemaker season 2, man. We're going to start with episode 1. Now, I'm going to be real with you. James Gunn, spoiler alert too, James Gunn has tied the end of Superman into Peacemaker season 2. You did. They redid episode 1, the end of this Peacemaker last season. They actually redid and added and took out characters from the DCEU for the DCU characters. So now instead of it being Aquaman, Flash, Wonder Woman, now they pull Hawkgirl, the Green Lantern, Superman, the new Superman, and I think it's Supergirl. It might be Supergirl, and put them at the end of Peacemaker season 1 as the recap. I thought that was so dope, man. That tied everything all together. And that's what I'm really giving James Gunn about this show that's so powerful, that he is tying everything together multiverse-wise perfectly. You feel what I'm saying? Marvel, I'm not trying to bring them up, but that is their biggest issue, is with making everything connect. And he just made his first DC movie, and it already connects perfectly with Peacemaker season 2. You feel what I'm saying? So now, basically in episode 1, Chris, aka Peacemaker, him and the gang, they're trying to really move forward after the end of the last season. They can't get a job. They got kicked out of Argus after Waller's daughter exposed everything. So now they're just trying to find their way with jobs and different little looks. You feel what I'm saying? They got Peacemaker doing an audition for the Justice game, just to find out that the Justice Gang ain't nothing but a bowl of beans, dog. They carrying them because really Peacemaker, his problem is that one, he killed Rick Flag Jr. Then on top of that, you feel what I'm saying? Nobody really takes him seriously as a superhero. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't take him seriously, but from the outfit, everything. So this season is really starting off with them just trying to find his way. He just trying to find out who he wants to be for who he is. You feel me? And I like that aspect. You feel what I'm saying? Peacemaker is really trying to tie up his old self from season 1 or from the DCEU. He's trying to be this new person, actually be a hero. You feel what I'm saying? So he goes, does an audition, blows that. You feel what I'm saying? They not really rocking with him. They just had him there. They insulted him. James Gunn got his brother Sean in here playing Maxwell Lord. They're replacing everybody. They don't really rock with Peacemaker. So Peacemaker said, man, forget it. I'm just going to do my own thing. I ain't worried about none of this. You feel what I'm saying? So he steps off, and I see the biggest orgy scene I've ever seen on television. You feel what I'm saying? So far that I can remember. And when I seen John Cena in this scene where he was smoking weed, doing drugs, all that stuff, all I could think was, dang, this is why he's retiring this is why he's retiring from the WWE. He wants to live a wild life and be able to put that on screen because he was wilding in this scene. You dig what I'm saying? So he's trying to figure out what he's doing. He's drunk. Now, Peacemaker's father has a door that's in his house that just leads to other verses. Like other doors. He has a whole multiverse portal. I don't know where his father got this from, but Peacemaker actually decides to, when he gets drunk, to go through this door and go through this portal. He goes through a portal, ends up finding a dimension where his father is alive. His brother is alive and that he didn't kill. And it's a universe where Peacemaker is actually good. You feel what I'm saying? He walks through this door in the multiverse. One of the doors his multiverse's portal. He got his own multiverse's portal, multiversal portal. Peacemaker is doing it. That's why I said James Gunn is really stepping up to the next level. He goes through the door and finds an alternate Peacemaker world where he's a good Peacemaker. He's dating hardcore. His brother Keith is still alive. He goes to this verse. He's having like, it's surreal for him because he's like, dog, I'm really talking to my little brother that I accidentally killed. So when he finds this universe, of course it freaks him out, throws him off. You feel what I'm saying? Throws him off. So he's like, all right, what am I going to do? I don't want to get caught with this. Meanwhile, his old crew is watching him because Rick Flag Sr. is on his ass. He wants Peacemaker head on the table. He wants him in jail or dead because he finds out he killed his son. Now he's the head of Argus. So now Rick Flag Sr., he like, I'm about to turn up. We're going to kill Peacemaker. Anything he's doing, watch it. So now they starting to see when they're watching him, this portal that he's going in and out of, it's actually coming up on their radar. So they like, bro, we gotta we got to put an end to this. What is he doing in his house? You feel me? So not only does Peacemaker got to worry about this new world that he just discovered, he got to worry about Argus on his ass. You feel what I'm saying? Because they not letting go of that Rick Flag Jr. stuff. Well, at least Rick Flag Sr. And shout out to James Gunn connecting everything. Creature Commandos. Rick Flag Sr., the person who played the voice in Rick Flag Sr. on that show, is now Rick Flag Sr. Shout out to the dude that played Crossbones in Marvel. Man, James Gunn is using everybody from Marvel, HBO Max. His reach don't go too far. He tries to keep it all in the family. He don't like doing all this looking around. He keeps the same people in his films and shows. And I got to give him a salute for that because they work out perfectly. You did. So while your boy Chris is going back and forth, the universes, he runs into the doppelganger of himself from the universe that he rocking with. He put a gun on him. He said, man, who the fuck are you? You feel me? Him and the Peacemaker doppelganger get into a fight. Yeah, he killed Peacemaker. He kills himself. So now He's in a super dilemma because he has now killed a peacemaker from another world. It's getting real. And like I said, I really appreciate James Gunn adding that multiverse aspect to Peacemaker and making it tie. This Peacemaker is tying together everything in the DCU. And I think that's what he's using this show to just funnel in everything with DC, the DC universe. So episode 1, he ends up killing himself from another universe. Trippy. So that was episode 1, him just kind of getting back into like, where does he want to go with his life? And then he gets the opening door of killing his doppelganger from a universe that seems amazing to him. You dig what I'm saying? So that was just episode 1. You feel me? Him killing his doppelganger. The things I really liked about this episode 1, how James Gunn is putting Superman at the forefront and the leading of the direction to the DCU, to where it even connects to a show perfectly. It ain't no, I got to watch 6, 7, 8 shows. We watch Superman, and now it's connected. I like how they tying in all the loose ends from season 1 and everything that was different and things that kind of confused me. You feel what I'm saying? They tying it all in, making it make sense. They brought back everybody from the old crew, Peacemaker, Hardcore, the black girl, I forgot her name in the joint. The black girl, the black woman, the guy with the glasses. We're going to call him that. Matter of fact, since we ain't going to be lazy, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going to be lazy. We're going to look up the characters, bro. You know what I'm saying? Okay, hold on. We're going to look up the cast. So we got Peacemaker, Hardcore, Ad, or Abadayo. You feel what I'm saying? Who is this guy? Why they don't got him in the cast? All right, here we go. Where's the dude from? Bro, where? Okay, there you go. Economos. You feel what I'm saying? They got Adrian Chase. They got Adrian back. I forgot what his name was. I think who is he? What's his name? He from the UK. Huh. Vigilante. That's his name. So Vigilante. That was my bad, y'all. I had to get the names together. Vigilante, Ad. They got Economist, Hardcore. Everybody's back. I love that. You feel what I'm saying? And I just like the alternate universe thing going on, because in this alternate universe, his dad is not a Nazi. His brother is alive. They just doing stuff that's different, especially for a show level type thing. You feel me? So shout out to episode 1. Kick Peacemaker all right. That's when I was like, nah, Peacemaker is probably one of the best shows I've seen on television just from episode 1. Just the tie-ins, the acting, and John Cena. I'm going to say this. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to just take the camera. I think John Cena is who Batista and The Rock, who we thought they was going to be. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not saying Batista hasn't made some good stuff in Guardians. I'm not saying The Rock hasn't made some good stuff too. But John Cena, man, is naturally funny. He's a good action actor. He's a good, man, they said John Cena never did drugs at all until that Peacemaker season 2. And, man, you would have thought that man was doing crack for his whole life. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he played that so well in that episode, bro. Like, he really did. I really love how he really is playing. I really think that John Cena is Peacemaker. You hear me? And that's how I should be for all characters when they're playing a role. I should believe that's who they are. And I can, from Peacemaker season 1 and this season even going, I'm so thankful that it's believable that he is Peacemaker. So shout out to James Gunn's casting. Shout out to everything that they're doing with this show. Now, we're going to get into it, right? So, episode 2. Episode 2. So in this episode, because I'm gonna just go off the top of the head, because I'm kind of this was Eagly episode. I'm gonna be real with you. Eagly stole the show. I didn't do any notes for this episode. I watched 2 off the strength. Episode 2. Now Christian he done went ahead and killed the Peacemaker version. So now he's trying to get rid of his body. You feel what I'm saying? So him and Adrian, him and what's his name? Vigilante, they getting that together. Now, this episode really focused on the fact of Rick Flag Senior actually finding out what happened to his son. As soon as he figured out what happened to his son, hey, new mission. Find Peacemaker, watch him 24/7 so we can send his ass back to jail. You feel what I'm saying? So Rick Flag finds out in this episode that how his son was killed. That sets it all. Then we go to Hardcore. Now, Hardcore, I think this episode was just showing the lives of how they've been living since everything, the breakup of the group with Argus in season 1 when they got kicked out of Argus. And she's living like a regular job, regular life. I mean, she exposed her mother for being Waller. So, you know what I'm saying? She can't do nothing out here. She working a regular job, still sneaking into her ex-girlfriend's house, watching their dog or planting their plant. So she going through her relationship issues, but at the same time, she still rock with Chris. She's still pulling up with them, pulling up on him. She still think that they should go ahead and just have the same type of energy and all that stuff like that toward each other. Start the group back up. You feel me? Hardcore is taking it the hardest. She just won't go ahead and just get a regular job. She out this joint starting bar fights with grown men. She got the living shit whooped out of her in a bar. Off the strip of her just trying to get her shit off. Like, I just think she just so lost on where she needs to go in her life that she just is in catching fights, get beat up. She's drinking. It's just not going good for her, dog. It's not going good for Hardcore. She's looking rough without Chris. And at the end of the day, she still don't want to be with him. She does not want to fuck with him. She just, in this universe, she is not rocking with Chris, which is conflicting with the universe that Peacemaker just found, where it's a Hardcore that's on his line. You feel what I'm saying? So they're going through the struggles of just trying to figure out what they're going to do in this episode, especially after Argus. They decide to have a link together. They link up, the crew link up, everybody. But the thing about Economos is he's working with the ops for real. You feel me? Now, it's a new character that comes in from a special team. This guy has been in a lot of movies. His name is Tim Meadows. He was the principal on Mean Girls. You feel me? Like, he's been in a lot of stuff. He is now come in to be the side person that helps out Economos with watching Chris. They give him the jump that, hey, I'm gonna be real with you. Hey, you gotta watch Economos, man, because he rocked with Chris, he rocked with Peacemaker. So when they go out to go have a party with the whole crew linking up, they decide they're gonna run into Chris' house and figure out what is this beam or this beacon that's going off in his house that's causing it to, like, it's some portal shit going on. So Economist goes and hang with the crew. They try to bust in the Peacemaker house. Man, Eagly comes in. Oh my God. Eagly comes in and beats everybody up, leaves them in critical condition, stabs them in the neck, rips their eye out, beats them up. He said, man, y'all not coming in my owner house doing nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Eagly, the budget went to Eagly in episode 2. I can't even hold you. You hear me? And they saw the real power that Peacemaker is rocking with. And I'm like, even having an eagle that can attack, James Gunn's brain is just in another place. And he loves animals. You feel me? And it's funny, Tim Meadows, his character has a bird. Like, he can't see what type of birds are really birds. So he thinks that Eagly is a duck and a pigeon. And he can't tell how big Eagly is. So that's his big issue this whole fight. He talking about, man, I got to kill this duck, this pigeon. He don't know what type of bird Eagly is from the disease or disorder he has. So Eagly takes out the evil crew of Argus. Meanwhile, the crew is just together trying to catch up. And Chris like, man, like, Hardcore, what's up, man? Why you not feeling me, man? Like, what's up? And That's going to get revealed, I think, in episode 3 when I go over this, why she doesn't mess with Peacemaker, why she not really rocking with him. So this episode was like more so filler episode, just kind of just filling you up on the characters where they really at. You feel me? And Chris is trying to decide what is he going to do with his life. So he gets drunk with the crew and he says, man, I'm going to text hardcore. You feel me? Because he's thinking about the other dimension that he went to every day at this point. And he wants a hardcore that likes him. So, my neck. He goes, gets drunk, texts hardcore from the other universe because he actually stole the phone of Peacemaker from the universe he killed. He steals the phone, texts hardcore. The messages don't go through. He's so lit, he say, man, forget it. I'm going to just pull up on her universe. I'm going to pull up to her dimension and see what's good with her. As soon as Peacemaker went back into that alternate universe, I already knew he's going up a wrong tree because eventually you mess up a timeline, something bad is going to happen. I know that from the MCU. You hear me? He goes back to the alternate universe to text hardcore so the text can deliver. She ends up texting back. Now he is sitting in the alternate universe like, man, maybe I should just go ahead and rock with that shit. You feel me? That's how the episode ends. Episode 2, it wasn't the greatest episode, but it was a perfect filler episode just to give you just more background and just really how these characters are, just how they're really being affected by the things that happened in the Suicide Squad, Peacemaker season 1. Like, they're keeping everything connected, and that's why I'm rocking with James Gunn and his vision of where he's taking DC. He's keeping it connected without overflowing it with too much. You feel what I'm saying? So I think that's key when you're really trying to tell a story. You don't want to put too much on us. And I'm not trying to keep comparing it to the MCU. But that is the biggest issue with the MCU, is that they overpowered onto us. Excuse me. They overpowered onto us. They overgave us information. They overgave us characters. They overgave us plot lines. Your boy, James Gunn, is just staying on one timeline with Peacemaker. One timeline with Superman. And he's willing, even with the Batman, to actually give it its own Matt Reeves universe. Like the Penguin and all that stuff don't got nothing to do with Peacemaker in our world. So that's how he's doing it. He's keeping it separate worlds. I don't know what he's doing, but kudos to him. You feel me? Episode 2 wasn't as far as 1, but it was good. You feel what I'm saying? I rock with it. It was good. It was a good episode. Good television. You feel me? Now let's get to episode 3, man. Episode 3 was the shortest episode so far, 38 minutes. But I was like, oh my God. You feel me? So it starts off, we find out Harcourt was messing around with Rick Flag Jr. I said, no wonder she don't like this man, Peacemaker. This is why she don't like you, guys. You killed her. You killed her little yeah. You hear me? So we find out hours before he even went on that mission that started the Suicide Squad movie, whole T, he was in bed with Harcourt trying to make her his boo, just like Chris and Peacemaker was. See how they go? And also, I mean, at the end of the day, James Gunn dating Harcourt in real life. Ain't gonna be no fucking going on over here. You hear me? He said ain't gonna be no kissing or fucking over here. You hear me? I ain't seen John Cena's lips touch Harcourt yet. I promise you. I'm wondering if I'm tripping. I'm like, bro, I know they like each other. They ain't messing around. She ain't even showed them messing around with Rick Flag Jr. I said, man, James Gunn being stingy. Don't be stingy with Harcourt now. So that leads to, before I just like the fact that I didn't even like Suicide Squad. I hated the Suicide Squad. But the fact that even tied in how Rick Flag, why she may not like Peacemaker and everything, that the events that led up to Peacemaker episode 3 was right before the Suicide Squad. Cinema. So, boom. Peacemaker decides, hey, I'm going to just chill over here in the alternate universe. He over here with his brother Keith. He riding around in the Peacemobile. He riding through town. Everybody like, who that man from DC Universe? They already know. That's Peacemaker. Who? That's Peacemaker. Everywhere he be and everywhere he go. That's Peacemaker. Who? That's Peacemaker. Look, pull up to the hood, show love to my folks. That's Peacemaker. Who? And rest in peace, Shawty Low, because that's his song. But bruh, they treating that man like he done it all. Like, come on, cuz. Like, let's keep it a bean. You feel me? So I'm like, dang, they showing Peacemaker love in his universe. The kids love him. His daddy love him. His brother love him. He about to go pull up on hardcore at the Argus building that he ain't even supposed to be in. He went right through like it was butter, bro. They was like, yeah, come in, Chris. Yeah, Peacemaker. Hey, everybody's up. So he goes to Argus' office where he's loved in this universe. He found hardcore. She wearing a dress. She ain't wearing no khaki pants, no fat man. Hardcore in our universe, she be wearing fat jeans and she be wearing baggy sweater vest. She be like, oh, come on, James. She got a dress on. She's smiling. She's excited to see Peacemaker. And guess what this alternate universe has? A nerd version of Rick Flags Jr. It's a nerd version who's on hardcore line. And I think he the one that's going to figure out that Peacemaker ain't from his universe. You feel what I'm saying? He on her line. So they go talk because, you know, he don't know what happened between him and hardcore in this universe. So in this universe, Peacemaker is actually like an asshole to people, but people still love him. You feel what I'm saying? But obviously their relationship just didn't go good because, you know, she was saying, you know, he's putting himself before her. She just wasn't feeling things. So he like, hey, I'll do everything I need to do. Look, our universe Peacemaker said, I don't give a damn what the other Peacemaker did. I'll do everything you need me to do to be with you. And I'm thinking like, bruh, this is going to go bad, bruh. You know you should not be nowhere near this woman. You feel what I'm saying? You shouldn't even be nowhere even close to this woman in this universe. But look at you. Messing everything up for some coochie. You feel what I'm saying? So, boom. We fast forward. They going outside talking about what they about to do in this universe. All of a sudden, this group called the New Liberty, this group of terrorists go into this building, the bank, and they about to blow this mother sucker up. Peacemaker went John Wick in this universe. He's stabbing people in the head with pencils. Boom, 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 hitting 5 people on the stairs at the same time. I didn't even know Peacemaker had this in his abilities. Wait, look, you ain't hear that switch, but you heard them niggas scream. He catching bodies in the new universe. You feel what I'm saying? And I really did like that. I said, okay, this bomb scene is fire. You feel me? The fact that James Gunn can put all this in a TV show and make it work. I don't want to keep comparing it, man, but I got to. We had a whole 4 years of just shows that was getting me left and right. Some of the shows in the Marvel Universe don't even make sense why they exist. Peacemaker Season 2 is the reason. Let me say that again. Marvel has shows in the MCU that we actually wonder why the fuck they exist. Marvel has shows that are a part of their catalog that I hate and I don't know why they exist. Everything about Peacemaker Season 2, I know why it exists. Peacemaker Season 1, even though it's connected to the DCEU, I know why it exists. And it tells its own story with still connecting to the overarching theme of what the DCU is. So shout out to James Gunn. Disney and Marvel, y'all gotta stop taking that money. All money ain't good money. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like that's why James Gunn went to the DCU, because he knows all money ain't good money. And if I can create something that actually makes sense over here, I'm gonna go do that. Then keep making Guardians of the Galaxy 10. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody want to see Guardians of the Galaxy 10, a Guardians of the Galaxy 10. We don't want to see that, bruh. So just the creativity that's going to Peacemaker alone is why I give James Gunn a salute, because this episode was crazy. So Hero Chris is crazy. Hero Peacemaker is crazy. He didn't save the day. You feel me? His brother's proud of him. Hardcore trying to be with him. His dad proud of him. The city proud of him. I know this is going to end in disaster. That's my prediction for the next couple episodes. This universe shit going to get ugly. And it's going to get ugly real fast. Because at the end of the episode, Argus is not playing. Argus decided we're not going to play no more. Ely then fucked up everybody that's a part of Argus. Everybody got stabs in their necks, missing eyes. People are on life support. Ely put people on life support. An eagle, a bald eagle. If that in America, I don't know what to tell you. A bald eagle put somebody on life support. They have assembled a crew now to go into Peacemaker's house and run down. They didn't had enough of this. They said it's no more eagles, none of that. Peacemaker is lollygagging. He's not diddling. He's lollygagging. He's lollygagging in his universe, and they gonna bust through that motherfucker. They gonna bust right through them doors and say, could we hold on, everybody? I know y'all gonna be weirded out. This is another universe. That man is not supposed to be here. Can that, sir, please make your way over back to his universe so we can lock you up for the rest of your life. Thank you. This is about to be over real quick, because Argus has sent in the eagles, the birds, everybody to go get Eagly and Peacemaker. And the eagle hunter in this show is Yondu from Guardians, which goes back to my point. When James Gunn know it's water in that well, that man go back to that well. You feel what I'm saying? He don't ever be like, man, I'm not about to use this guy again. Yondu done been 6 different characters. I saw about 8 movies that Yondu has been in, James Gunn movies, as different characters. James Gunn keeping it simple, bro. And he's sticking to the source material all through this show. Is Easter eggs from the DC comic and DC universe, cuz. And it's not forced in your face where you got to be like, I'm looking at, shout out to Screen Crush and all these other YouTube channels that just super do their homework, their nerd homework, and break down these comics for Easter eggs and stuff. If I catch it, I catch it. That's me. You feel me? I watch the watch and then get my raw opinion from my brain. You feel me? And my brain be everywhere, but we on tap. You feel me? I just spit with whatever comes out of my brain. I take notes and then kind of just base it off whatever I wrote, whatever comes to my mind. These people break it down. It's so many Easter eggs that references the comics, all types of stuff. And I'm like, man, James Gunn is respecting the comics, man. He respects the source material. It's not something that you just scan over. You feel me? As I'm seeing with, with the director, the creator of X-Men 97. Let me look at his name real quick. Let me see. X-Men 97. Because he been on Twitter going ham. Mr. DeMayo, man. He basically been exposing Marvel on Twitter how they really wasn't backing none of the source material stuff. They don't think that stuff is quality. That's because they're giving people that don't care about superheroes or comics rank in business and companies. They don't care about the source material. They care about the money. But you gotta, if you really, really realize it, if you stick closely to the source material, that's how you get the money in. Duh. If you stick good or close with the source material, that's how you're gonna get the money in. Stop just throwing stuff on the wall. Hey, let's put 7 or 6 of Spider-Man's ops and put them all into a universe. What? What are we talking about? Why is She-Hulk sunning the Hulk? Why do we have a nice Hulk? We got a smart, nice, small, tall Hulk. Where's the angry Hulk, cuz? For real. It's so bad that they got to bring Hugh Jackman to play Logan again in Deadpool Wolverine. They gotta bring Tobey Maguire, all these OTs back just to try to make a story instead of just sticking to the source material and getting good actors. You can switch up actors. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not saying if the actors work, make them a different character. I bet we're gonna see everybody that's been in James Gunn movies in the DCU. I guarantee you. But episode 3, if you rank the episodes, I definitely would give episode 1 a solid 10. Episode 2, light us up. Episode 2, solid 8. Episode 3, solid 9. If this episode would have been just a little bit more, like probably a little bit longer, but it was because it was 38 minutes. But other than that, I had no gripes. Not one. I like the way the direction is going. I never thought that I really like Marvel more than DC Comics my whole life. So Peacemaker actually has me interested in finding out about other DC characters. That's how Marvel used to make me feel like, man, like they taking Iron Mans and just taking C-level and D-level characters and making them amazing on screen that you want to go actually read about it. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I really got into Ant-Man. That's how Ant-Man became one of my top characters, which is watching the movies. You feel what I'm saying? And like, wow, this is really like interesting character I want to see. The Guardians, Iron Man, Captain America. These was nobodies. Everybody only knew Spider-Man, the Hulk, and the X-Men our whole life. For real. Black Panther. You feel what I'm saying? Think about Black Panther and how that is a name. And I think I just talked to somebody. I think I was talking to my boy Nayon. He just said yesterday or 2 days ago. He was like, man, like, was that yesterday? Yeah, no, 2 days ago. He was like, man, you know, he really want to catch up on his Black Panther source material because there's so much source material from Black Panther they could be using. But they give us Black Panther 2. And Black Panther 2 was terrible. So this is a big shout out just to James Gunn and what he's doing with the DCU, or excuse me, the DCEU. I really got to give him a shout out, man, and his vision and what he's trying to do. You dig? So that was my review on Peacemaker. You dig what I'm saying? I really did love that. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I love the show. I'm really rocking with it. I'm excited to see where everything is going to go with this show. So if you like Peacemaker or you got any, you know, insights or anything you want to go over that I maybe missed or Easter eggs, anything y'all saw, did like, put it in the comments below. Let me know what you think of Peacemaker season 2 so far. And then also let me know what you are thinking of the DCU so far with Superman and things of that nature. You dig what I'm saying? Because I want to know how everybody feels about the DCU. Because everybody pretty quiet. You know what I'm saying? Superman, boom, not one out the park. Superman was way better than Fantastic Four on everything I love. Superman was better than all 3 Marvel movies that came out this year, dog. Think about what I just said there, buddy. 3 Marvel movies have come out. 3. None of them was better than one movie, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. They need to go call James and be like, how you doing it? And I'm telling you, I guarantee you he uses his creativity and sticking to the source material. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. You feel me?